Hi everybody, welcome back to Critical Mass. Well, it's episode 7, WandaVision. So we're getting near the end, only 2 episodes left. Did this clear up a lot of things? Well, there were some big reveals and some surprises, not surprises. We'll talk about it. Let's talk about it after this. Okay, so the big reveal. What we were talking about earlier.
Okay, so yeah, remember these are all spoiler discussions, okay?
Spoilers.
So if you're gonna watch it and you don't want to have anything spoiled, just come back later.
Yeah, but we're already the day behind, so you should have watched it by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Agnes, it looks like, is behind everything. Remember we talked about it earlier? One of the first couple episodes, Agnes seems to be around every time something's going on. And then the last episode, though, they kind of fooled us. Because Vision showed up at the stop sign with her, right? And they kind of cleared her mind, and then she was just acting. She was just pretending. So, what's the character's name?
So it turns out that it's Agatha.
Agatha.
Agatha the witch. And when I say witch, you might be thinking, like, cackling, kind of witch. Okay, that's exactly what she is.
That's exactly what she is.
No, the cliche witch. That kind of thing. Okay, so now they did this little theme song like it's the opening of a TV show for an Agatha TV show.
Once she was revealed.
Yeah, and the song was Agatha's Behind Everything. Now, is she behind the entire hex and Wanda being trapped and this whole, Westview disappearing? Is she behind all of that, or is she just a part of the problem?
I think she's been controlling Wanda this whole time. It's Wanda's power that's creating the hex. But it's her manipulating Wanda into doing it.
Okay.
Because Wanda was the one who went and expanded the hex, right? So it is her powers that's doing it. And if you notice, there's some big color coordinated attempts here. We have Monica Rambeau, who's now blue-powered. We don't know exactly what her powers are, but she forced herself through the hex through pure willpower. And when Wanda at one point is holding her up in the air and then she goes to slam her down the ground, she just superhero lands and it's all blue around her and her arms light up blue and everything like that. So she has powers going on now for the first time. She didn't have any until now. So is it the fact that when you're going through the hex, they already mentioned that her DNA was changed twice?
At the molecular level.
At the molecular level. And now does this third time change her into being some kind of superpower now?
Yeah, well, obviously it gave her superpowers.
Or has she had it and we just didn't know from something else that happened with Captain Marvel? That hasn't been revealed yet, right?
I don't know.
Because that's where the whole story...
To me, as a lay person watching this for the first time, I assumed that going through the hex is what changed her.
Yeah, but we don't know. All we know is he's now through it. But now we have Wanda, which is all red power. We have Monica Rambeau, which is blue power. And we have Agnes, who's purple. Distinct powers. So
no, not purple. Purple.
And I imagine... coming up, we're going to see some sort of battling going on with... That's why they're so different in color. Stand out.
If you're talking about the allusion to TV series, this one was Modern Talking? Or Modern Family?
Modern Talking?
Modern
Family, The Office, where they break the fourth wall and they're talking to the camera a lot. Yeah.
I haven't seen Modern Family, but now after watching this episode, I gotta say I'm glad I've never seen it.
This was just copying it. It really, the humor in Modern Family is much different than this.
Maybe. You see the picture on my coffee cup? On the inside, which you can't see, it says the words "don't care." Okay? This episode, if we're talking about entertainment value, okay, I don't know why I'm watching this show. I don't know why. Other than to see if it leads into the multiverse of madness. This show is complete trash. This is worse than the worst episode of The Mandalorian.
I don't know. I'm not that hard on this show. I'm not angry at this show or anything like that?
If something bad happens to any of the characters in this show, are you going to sit here and say that you'll have an emotional response to it?
I don't have any emotional response to almost any movie I watch nowadays.
If something bad's going to happen to Baby Yoda, you know what? I'm going to say, whoa, I don't want something bad to happen to Baby Yoda. I don't care about anybody in this show. If they just took that character out of the show, any random character other than, I guess, Wanda and Vision, I don't care.
But this episode is the first in the multiverse, right? This is what can launch all the different multiverses from now on.
Wow. Did they really start it off with a bang?
Well, guess what? They also introduced in this episode the commercial. Did you catch the commercial? The Nexus?
Mm-hmm.
You know what the Nexus is?
I don't know what the Nexus is.
The Nexus is from Age of Ultron, when Stark is getting ready to infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. and everything. He has to break into the Nexus, the computer system. It's also, I think it was, it's also another thing of an entrance into the multiverse as well. So,
where do you get this information? Like, I don't know what is.
Well, I know
the Nexus is the entrance to the multiverse. How?
This is the setup for going into the multiverse. Did your reality, other realities, is what it seems to be. All the things in the commercial were leading into multiverses from that commercial.
Okay, I didn't get that.
You have to read into these commercials what they're looking to tell you.
Okay, sure. Let's go with that.
We'll see if it's true. That's what I think anyway. I think the Nexus is leading us into the multiverse and things like that. Now, in this episode, we also had the main bad guy again, Hayward, saying that today we launch. Well, nothing happened. We didn't see anything happen from that.
So I guess it's not happening today.
It's not happening in this episode. It's still happening today. Because the whole thing has only been going on a week, according to Darcy in this one, right? So, yeah, it is... something's happening. It's coming up to its climax. And I think the next episodes are going to be even longer. Because if I remember correctly, they said there's about 6.5 hours total of episodes. And we're only at around 4 hours and 15 minutes. So they could either do a half hour, then an hour and a half long finale. Or they could do 2 1-hour episodes. But I think the next ones are going to be much longer than the episodes we've seen now.
That's fantastic.
But I bet you they draw a lot. I think you're going to see Wanda explained how she went and got Vision, why she did it, is Agnes in control. All the mysterious things come into play, and there's going to have to be some kind of big reveal for the last episode that links into all the other multiverse. Like Doctor Strange show up or something.
Okay, but
there has to be.
This is getting painful. Okay? I'm only doing this because it's like the Captain Marvel syndrome where, oh, we have to go see the Captain Marvel movie even though you don't want to because it's going to be necessary to watch Infinity War.
It's genius marketing.
Yes. Yes.
It is.
They're making us watch a load of crap because we have this fear of missing out on what comes next.
See, I don't think the episodes are crap.
Oh.
People say I get down on movies. All right, so you haven't been happy with the WandaVision so far.
It's been getting worse and worse.
I've been okay with it. Is it something that I will ever go back and watch again? No. But then again, I didn't go back and watch The Mandalorian neither. There's very few shows like this I would go back and watch. However, we shall see what the next 2 episodes bring. By the way, if you haven't watched it yet and you decided to watch this episode with us and then you're going to watch it, there is an end credit scene that does nothing.
Yeah, the first thing I did, I turned to him, I said, was that even worthy of an end credit scene? Like, you didn't have to have it.
It was like Howard the Duck in that one movie.
Yeah, because everybody knows that.
Well, because Howard the Duck, everyone said, that's the end credit? It didn't lead Howard the Duck? What are you talking about?
It was worthless, like this show in general.
Yeah, and the only other time you mentioned Howard the Duck in any of the MCU movies was the last movie when everyone came out and started the fight, Howard the Duck was there too, and that was it. So yeah, it was just
They did that just for fun.
it was a reveal that no one really was interested in. It didn't say anything. It didn't lead into anything. It's just
Well, I guess it links her brother to Agatha as being part of the bad guys.
does it though,
Maybe.
because he only says Snoopy Snoop.
Yeah, but it was kind of nefarious.
And we also know that she's already said, "Don't believe him. He's not your uncle."
Yeah.
To the kids. So we'll see what happens. Paul can't wait for next weekend when we can watch episode 8.
Especially if it's longer.
Longer. So there you go. That's I'm okay with it, and Paul hates it so far. Absolutely hates it, and Mark thinks it's the best show ever. Just in case
Gives
you're
it a
wondering.
9.
Gives it a 9 out of 10. Almost as good as Mandalorian season 2. Almost. Well, let us know, how are you guys liking WandaVision? Do you think it's going good? Do you think it's going bad? Are you intrigued anymore? I do think that the mystery seems to be lagging now for me. Where in the first 2 or 3 episodes I was really curious. Now I'm just going, okay, this is just a superhero movie now. Where there doesn't seem to be that intrigue. Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. And until next time, we'll see you on the channel.